Good evening and welcome back to the Non-League Social. My name is Lee. I've got Daryl with us shortly, and let's just roll that intro and let's get cracking. Good evening. How are we all doing today? Daryl, how are you? You all right?
I'm very well, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. And I can see our guest is actually in the building already, Mr. Ben Thompson. So let's see if we can get him in straight away, shall we? Good evening, Ben. How are you?
Evening, Tom.
How are we, gents? Okay?
Yeah, not too bad. Yourself?
I'm very well, thank you. Yeah, very well. Yeah, all good. All good.
Good. Well, you never know with kids. You know what happened last time when we do these live streams. Anything can happen, so you never know what's going to happen. So anything can happen. So
we're live, as they say. Yeah.
Yes. What can you do with kids? Shall we say? Anyway, so how has it been since the last season, finishing 10th position? How did you feel about finishing in 10th position last season and going into the new season?
Well, yeah, I mean, as in football, you're sort of, at the end of the season, the table never lies, right? So we finished mid-table, and you always deserve to finish where you finish. So, yeah, we sort of, Sophie and I took stock pre-season, and we feel like we've recruited really well, and we've reinforced and a fairly, fresh squad. I think we brought about 7 or 8 players in. And yeah, we're really happy. Obviously, a team slightly in transition with that many new faces, but yeah, things are progressing well, and yeah, we're happy. We've started the season, and 3 wins to the name, 2 losses, and I think that's to be expected when you sort of go through that journey. So yeah, really happy, really happy.
Good. As you were saying about the new players coming, I see they've got Manny from Thetford / Ipswich Wanderers. He's come in, scored a goal in midweek.
Actually been really impressed with Manny. I mean, we've tried to get him in a couple of occasions in the past, not managed to do it, and the opportunity came up with him. Sort of personal circumstances changing from needed to be in Suffolk, so being in Norfolk Moor, and we jumped at the opportunity. And actually, he's been superb since he's been with the lads. Really mucked in, really good in the changing room, great mindset, and he's only added to the quality really. So yeah, obviously he's got his first goal Tuesday, and we sort of hope and pray that he can go on and score a bucket load of goals for us. Yeah,
well, especially with the FA Cup coming up on Saturday as well.
Big game, yeah, big game. It's always that you always get that feeling before an FA Cup game, similar with sort of top of the table clashes and Vars games. It's just that little bit extra you get out of your system, especially when you are playing a team in the league above who are an extra sort of level above you in league standings. It's always nice to see what the lads bring. I think that's where characters are built. You sort of look back at last year. There was a few cup upsets. I think the Sheringham going to Lowestoft springs to mind, and there was some big upsets. You sort of draw on that, and obviously big games you've been involved in the past. And as I say, it's FA Cup. Anything that's the magic of the club, the cup, right?
Exactly. Of course, you've got FA Cup, Vars Cup still to come, and of course you've got the Norfolk Cup and the Challenge Cup still to, and of course the league as well. Still to play for, so plenty of cup competitions to go for.
Don't remind me. Yeah, it's a lot. You just sort of hope and pray that you get some home fixtures and that Challenge Cup. You don't end up in the arse end of nowhere.
It could happen.
You have to carry a bigger squad to deal with all these games, and I think it's like I say, it's all to play for. I think it's good.
Good. So, as you like my new graphic when it ever comes up in a second, look at that. That's lovely, isn't it? See, I've been busy today with the kids. So, as we're looking at it, don't laugh there, obviously. I do look after my kids. So, Thetford Town, of course, coming the first game of the season. Of course, unfortunately, you lost that one by a goal to 0. How was that for you at the first game of the season?
Well, I mean, every sort of this time of year through July, which it was for the Thetford game, and into August, you sort of call it a silly season because you have so many anomalies thrown in. You have to deal with unavailability, weddings, cricket, all sorts of things that get thrown out, and you just have to deal with it, And going to Thetford is always going to be a tough game beginning the season, based on their league finish last year and the obviously strength through pre-season, and we had some, looking back on the footage, we had some really good chances. So obviously, so did they. They're going to cause the problems. And in fairness, we had loads of opportunities. I don't know if you were at the game, but first half we had loads of opportunities to get something from the game, and that's football sometimes.
Yeah. You could probably say that against the Newmarket Town game, the way we lost, and then of course you then bounced back and beat Houston Town 5-0.
Yeah, I mean, Newmarket was, both Newmarket and Houston. There are games that you sort of look back on the season, you go, that was a strange old game. I think Newmarket was one of them. Obviously, I got a straight red card, which is a very odd incident that we're appealing for. So hopefully we'll get some positive news come back tomorrow. That went, everything went against us, and Tuesday night everything went for us. It's the magic of football. On any given day, especially this league we're in. Any team can beat any other team, and you just got to deal with what's thrown at you, and hopefully you get a bit of luck on the day, and then things happen for you.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm going over to Bedford Town. See, I've whizzed over to Bedford Town results for these first two games. What they've had, they've won two games, but they've actually played at home. So won 5-1, and then of course I know about Barton Rovers from last season because Thetford played them in the that promotion playoff, and of course they won 2-0 there. But it's early days for them. But we'll see what happens for you guys on Saturday.
Yeah, they're going to be a really, really strong team. All the reports and feedback we've got on them, they've sort of changed most of their squad through pre-season. I think they had their manager switched across from a step 3 team to step 4. Took a number of their better players with them. So I think they're going to be that extra cut above in terms of quality. All the reports, like I said, we had some feedback from the Kidlington teams. That's where I used to play football around Oxfordshire, and by all accounts, they're going to be sharp. We sort of identified where we could potentially get at them, and we know where they're going to be good. That's always at the top end of the pitch when you play a top. In a top step 4 team. So, like I said at the top of the program, it's the FA Cup, right? We're at home. We hope to, galvanise the lads to get that extra 10-15% out of them, and you just don't know. You just don't know on the day,
Exactly. Are you expecting a big crowd?
Yeah, ticket sales are going really well. We fully expect them to bring a couple of coaches, which is good as well. Norwich City obviously playing Sunday now, so we hopefully that we can sort of draw on a few of them, and I think we're the only local FA Cup game at home. Hopefully we can get a big crowd and they get behind us, and who knows.
Well, Ben, I wish you all the best for Saturday. Daryl, have you got anything to add?
Just quickly, how important is the FA Cup to Mulbarton, Tomo? Is it something you really put that extra bit of effort into?
I mean, I think we're 12 wins from from Wembley, so you never say never. I mean, look, so I think from my perspective, we want the lads to play on these big occasions, which obviously Saturday is, so that enables us to grow some character in the team and take it into future games. But ultimately, the luxuries of the FA Cup is financial. It's a great opportunity to burn a few quid behind, in the till and on the gate, and you just hopefully get a bit of luck and you continue to go through the rounds and make more money for the club. I think that is what the FA Cup is about, and we want our lads to play on these big occasions. So it's always the Vars, FA Cup, Senior Cup, that's what that's what you want to play for, right? These big games. So ultimately, Daryl, it's big, but the financial element of it is the biggest thing, I'd say.
Yeah, brilliant. And the weather should be a bit nicer. Last time it wasn't very nice at the Sheringham game, was it?
Oh my God, yeah, it was like deluge, wasn't it? Yeah, I mean, we've invested in our pitch this year. You'll see from images. And if you've been up there, I know you have, Daryl. It's like a carpet this year, and so Dwayne, the chairman, is now the grounds as well. He's taken on that role and another role for him to do, and credit to him. Really, it's a great looking like a great setup, and obviously invested again in their infrastructure, putting a new stand up as well, which enables us to keep competing at this level. So yeah, I mean, when I go back to talk about the FA Cup money, it's not to put to players. That's to build the infrastructure and keep progressing. We don't have the luxury where we go, somebody puts all this money in, we have to, we're self-sufficient, we have to be sustainable, and we have to make the money, and we have to find different ways, right? So that's ultimately why it's really important.
Brilliant.
Smashing. Well, I wish you all the best for Saturday, and when you come back down to Thetford, hopefully we'll have a nice chat when you come down to Montford Road.
Absolutely, yeah. Thanks, chaps. Yeah, appreciate it. And keep doing all the good things. Yeah.
No worries. Well, as I say, all the best, and we'll see you very soon.
Thanks, gents. Appreciate it. Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Cheers, mate.
Bye. Well, there you go. Ben Thompson there from Mulbarton Wanderers. I do think they've got a good chance on Saturday against Bedford Town.
Yeah, I think so, especially at home. At Mulberry Park, there should be a decent crowd. So, as Tomo said, I think it's the only local game at home because most of the other Norfolk teams got drawn away. So, should be good. Should be good.
So let's see who's on the chat at the moment. So we got Bronson Jarrett. Good evening to you, sir. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Woodbridge Town player there. We do have highlights of those two games coming up very shortly. We've got also MV Sports as well. March Town. Hope you're doing well. And then, of course, we got Dan, as I saw him at Long Melford last night. I wonder how he felt about the game, as I say, last night. So, shall we go to the fixtures for the FA Cup?
Let's do it.
Okay, let's see if this works. Hopefully not. There we go. Look at that. It's working tonight. It's great. So, as we're looking at it, Friday night, tomorrow night, should we say, Ipswich Wanderers against Dereham Town. Oh, Daryl, are you going to that game?
I'm not actually, no.
No, I thought you'd be going to that game, being, with Dereham Town.
I obviously hope it's an away win though, or it could be a replay back on Tuesday night at Alders Park.
Well, you never know, do you? Well, as you know, Ipswich Wanderers went up last season. Unfortunately, Dereham Town come down to step 5, but I think that's going to be a very good game, and hopefully it's going to be a good attendance, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Dereham will take 30, 40, something like that. So it'll certainly add to the Ipswich Wanderers home support. And I don't think there'll be much between those two sides. Obviously, Ipswich Wanderers will go in as favourite because of the step they're at, but Dereham have got a fantastic team. So Toasty will fancy that.
I think he will do, and if there's anyone going, I think adult tickets are about £10 to get in tomorrow night, 7:45 kickoff for that. So they go to Saturday. They've got Fakenham Town against AFC Rushden and Diamonds. They were actually in the same league as Bedford last season, so that might be a bit of a tough game for Fakenham Town.
Yeah, and we obviously so that it's just Fakenham and Mulbarton look like the only two from Norfolk at home. So,
yeah, and then we go over to Suffolk. You got Kirklees and Pakefield versus Ely City. Of course, Kirklees and Pakefield had that good draw against Woodbridge Town in midweek. Have got highlights for that, so stay tuned for that.
Absolutely, Scott's Butler starting to get them together, so that's good to see.
Exactly, and then of course we got the derby, Mildenhall Town versus Lakeheath. So a bit of a Suffolk derby there.
Yeah, well, we had on your last programme, we were hoping that this was going to happen, weren't we? Your guest was hoping.
Chris was right, wasn't he? He got the draw. I bet he's rubbing his hands at glee at that. So hopefully he'll be.
What do you think? What do you think the crowd will be at that one?
What for Mildenhall? I think it's going to be about maybe 300-400.
Fantastic. Yeah.
So that'd be good. I think the same again for Mulbarton Wanderers against Bedford, because they've come down. I think as Ben was saying, he's got good ticket sales at the moment. So why not?
Yeah, and I think they've started doing the online tickets Mulbarton this season for a few games, which has been good to see.
We'll go back to the Lakenheath. Of course, Lakenheath have got rid of their manager as well. Ben Cowley's now left the club as well. So it's now down to, is it Trevor Collins, who used to be the Walsham Luelos manager? I think he's now in charge. So let's see if Ben can get back into the dugout very soon.
You'd fancy Mildenhall for that one, though, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would, yeah. But Lakenheath they've been doing quite well at the moment. Spare me for a second.
Lee's just doing his babysitting duties. He'll be back with us in a few moments. He's back.
Yes, so I think that will be a good result. Good game there, Mildenhall, Lakenheath. Newmarket Town against Cambridge City. I think that's going to be another decent game as well.
Yeah, that should get another good crowd as well, I think. Newmarket are always well supported.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know if Ruben's in the stream as he normally is. He's normally going to home and away games at Newmarket Town, and of course they're doing very well as well, I think.
Yeah, and they'll fancy a game against anybody on their home pitch, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. Of course, Cambridge City, they did kind of have a second time around, didn't they? When they played Hadley, it was 3-0 just before half-time. Of course, they abandoned it and then had to replay it again. Yeah. So, and then, of course, it was a little bit more tougher for the, should we say, the replay again. It was 3-2 to Cambridge City. So you never know what's going to happen.
You never know.
You never know. And of course, Woodbridge Town versus Galston, another step 5-4 team. So maybe maybe an upset there.
You'd fancy Galston, but Woodbridge will take confidence from that win over Dereham. So
yeah, I think about it. And of course, as I say, Darryl, we've got some footage in a second for that. So should we get on to the results from this week? Should we go back to Saturday? Saturday. So Saturday, the 12th of August. Of course, just gone. So Fakenham 4, Brantford Athletic 0.
Yeah, good to see Fakenham get a big home win.
Yeah, definitely. 4-0 victory there. Hadley United 0, Lakenheath 3. Bit of a turn up there, really.
Although Hadley haven't started the season very well, have they?
No, they haven't.
They've been sort of, because they had a really good season last year, and it's been a bit of a surprise to see them not starting this one very well.
Exactly, it certainly has. And then, of course, Holston Town 3, Ely City 2. Good result there.
Good win for Holston.
Yep. And then, of course, Heacham 2, Kirkland and Pakefield 3. Good result for Scott Butler's team there.
That's an impressive away win, that is.
Definitely. And of course, we'll get onto the fixtures very soon for the FA Cup and for the Thurlow 9 in a second. Longmouth 1, Norwich United 0. I think that's quite a good result for Longmouth there.
Yeah, Norwich United, they're up and down, aren't they? Apparently they created a lot of chances. They should have had something out of the game. So Longmouth have done well to hang on by the sounds of it.
Yeah, I think Darryl would be kicking himself for that one, but hopefully they can get the points back on the board. For that way, and of course, Mildenhall 4, Sheringham 0.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with Sheringham. They haven't had a good start, have they?
No, they haven't. And as we were talking about, the Mulbarton Wanderers loss to Newmarket 6-1 there. And of course, when Ben got sent off, but we'll have a look at it. We'll have a look at that. We'll have a look at that in a minute. And Southern Town Rangers 2, Thetford Town 3.
Oh yeah, Thetford are flying, aren't they? They're just doing what they did last year, just banking the wins.
Yeah, Dan Gilchrist hat-trick on that day. They actually had 3 penalties in that game, so that was interesting. And then, of course, Woodbridge Town 4, Dereham Town 1. I think that must be the shock, shall we say, of the Saturday results?
Yeah, definitely.
Good. So let's see if we got. Go on. You were saying.
I said, but then we'll get onto it shortly. But Dereham then put it right superbly on Tuesday night.
They certainly did. So I've got some footage for the Newmarket Mile Barn. Shall we have a look at that?
Let's do it.
Go for it.
Go on, Oscar! Yeah!
Well, there you go. 2 red cards in that game. 6-1 Newmarket Town win.
The first goal looked tidy.
Well, there you go. Yeah, well, it all kind of went wrong in the first 10 minutes, didn't it, for Mile Barton Wanderers? But as I say,
I mean, losing there, and there's no disgrace losing at Newmarket. They're fantastic at home, but yeah, the red card obviously made it a near impossible task.
Exactly. If anyone wants to go and watch it, it's on Twitter on their social. So just go search Newmarket Town. You'll see the highlights. So it's only 2 minutes long. So it's on there for Newmarket versus Mile Barton, which is on this Saturday. And next up, we got Surrey Town versus Thetford Town. I bet most people have seen this one by now. So let's just re-show it again. Hang on. I actually thought Dan Gilchrist was actually going to miss that one right at the end, but that's how I saw it. But 2 penalties exactly the same for Dan Gilchrist. Of course, Surrey Town had a one at the other end, 2-2, and then just before the half-time whistle, it was 3-2 to Thetford, and then that's how it finished. There was a couple of saves from both goalkeepers, which were online, so I did manage to put them up, but it was a good result for Thetford in the end.
Yeah, brilliant, and they'll be looking forward to playing some home games once the cricket is out of the way at Munford Road.
Once that lovely cricket is out of the way, as Tomo was saying about the cricket, what can you do about the cricket? but we can understand. Mr. Dale, good evening. There he is, Mr. Dale, Paul Dale. Evening. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying the show so far. I wonder if he's got me on the big screen. I don't know. We'll find out shortly. Let's go. I've got the next footage from Woodbridge. Let's quickly go and see Woodbridge Town. Have you seen this footage?
I haven't. No, but
you haven't. Okay.
I don't mind watching it.
I don't think Toasty might be watching it, but
Toasty watched the.
There you have it. 4-1 to Woodbridge Town there. Yeah. How do you think about that then?
Yeah, all I would say is obviously I don't like that result, but a really good highlights package that. Whoever gave that to you, fantastic. Yeah.
Really good. You can find that on Woodbridge Town and Woodpeckers TV on YouTube channel or their Twitter page. And thanks to Broughton Jarrett, who is actually a Woodbridge Town player. He actually sent that over to me as well. So thank you very much for them. So let's go over to midweek games. So there we go. Tuesday night, as we were saying about Deering Town, of course, went straight back and beat Peacham quite convincingly there by 5-1.
Yeah, fantastic. Much needed as well, just to get it. This is the key thing with this division. You get a chance to respond like 3 or 4 days later if you mess a game up. So that's what Deering have done, and now everybody's in a happy mood going into the FA Cup. So exactly the response Toasty and Toby and everybody would have wanted.
And I believe Michael Campbell scored 2 and Robbie Sweeney scored a hat-trick in that game.
Yes, I think you're right.
I think so. I'm not sure. I'll probably be wrong, and I'll get comments saying I might be wrong, but it's fine. It's fine. Then we got Ely City 1, Downham Town 1. I believe Downham Town are still unbeaten, I believe.
Yeah, fantastic start considering they've just come up, haven't they?
Yeah, certainly. Definitely. Good start for Downham Town there. I know it's a bit of a step up for them, but good job for them. Hadley 2, Walsham Willows 1. Good luck for Hadley United.
Pleased to see Hadley get a win because they needed it.
Yeah, definitely. They did need that win, and of course another 5-goal performance there for Lakenheath. 5-0 against Sherwin Town Rangers. Well, I think Sherwin Town now, unfortunately, at the bottom of the league. I do feel sorry for Sherwin Town though, because they did have chances against Thetford. I think they should have got something out of the game, but they didn't, unfortunately. But they did play quite well. But as I say, at the end of that, end of the results matter, doesn't it? And they need to start picking up points now.
Yeah, I think Sam will be all right. They've got enough about them to get points.
Yeah. Of course, I missed out Marl Barton Wanderers there. Marl Barton Wanderers won 5-0.
Yeah, it was
Halston Town. I do that. Yeah, I do. I've only got 3 goals for that, so we'll give you them goals in a second. Sheringham 1, Norwich United 0. Good result for Sheringham there.
Yeah, a good home win for Sheringham. Fine margins again, Norwich United. They keep losing out by the odd goal, so they're not far away.
Exactly. And then at the bottom, Woodbridge Town, as we were speaking, Woodbridge Town 2, Kirkland and Patefield 2. Another good result for Kirkland and Patefield and Scott Butler.
Yeah, a point there after they beat Deering 4-1. He'd be delighted with that, won't he? Yeah,
he certainly will be. I think I've got a picture of the table, but I have to share you the screen. It should be coming up now.
There it is.
There you go. Top of the table. I know it's early days, but 4 played, 4 wins.
Except for Town.
12 points. And then it comes Lakenheath on 9 points. They're still unbeaten as well, 3 from 3. And then it comes Deering Town on 9 points. And then you've got Woodbridge and Downham Town there on 7 points. And then you've got a run of 5 team on 6 points, I believe, there.
Yeah, it's tight, isn't it?
And then at the bottom, unfortunately, as we were saying, Southampton there, 0 points from 4. Things are looking bleak, but hopefully they can get back on track. And then, of course, you've got Brantham with no points there, and Walsham the Willows, quite strangely, with no points there as well.
Yeah, they need some points soon.
They certainly do. So, should we see the footage from the games? What I've got. As I say, let's see if they've got any comments in the comment section. Good evening. I hope you're doing well. If you like what we do, then please let me know. And if you're out there, we do have some more footage coming up for you. Let's start with. Let's see if I can get this up properly. So Mulbarton, I've only got 3 goals from their game in midweek when they beat Ulster Town 5-0. So let's see the goals.
Let's do it.
Good area. You were off. Guys, do not wonder. Don't slip again. No, I just want to see. Love it, Owen. Good love it.
So, and it's the 3 goals what I've got. And I believe they've actually put them back online as well on Twitter at Mulbarton Wanderers. If you go on there, you'll see all 5 goals now, I believe. So it's going to be a tough game for them on Saturday, but I think they can do it.
Yeah, we hope they can do it. Good club. We like them. Yeah.
Definitely. A very good club to go to watch some football. If you're at a loose end, I've got the actual thing on a graphic here. I'm going to show you. There you go. There it is. So if you want tickets, get in touch with the club. So yeah, I believe it's £6, £8 to get in for that game.
Yeah, £8, £6, £2. That's what we've got there.
Yeah, so that's pretty good value for football. So we'll go to Sheringham. Sheringham against Norwich United. The only goal of the game coming about 5 minutes into the game, I believe. So let's check it out.
Let's do it.
Across, Jaden, across!
Nil to the home side in that round. Available 3 points there for Sheringham.
Yeah, they needed it, didn't they? Because they hadn't started the season very well.
That's definitely. And then Woodbridge against Kirkland Hatfield from Tuesday night. The 2-2 draw. Let's show you this quickly.
Let's go get it, Jaden! Get there, get there. Brilliant. Stay with the runner. Caleb, stay with the runner. Come on. Come on. Mate, come on, go, go, go. Hey, come on, James. He's going. He's going. He's going. Right, round him, Tom. Round him. Input it. Good boy. Lucky. Lucky Rod. Open. Lift, go on in, Bowie, do it, look it out!
It ended. It looks like on that footage that both teams could have won that game right in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, it looked a really good game and fantastic footage again from Woodbridge. Really good.
Definitely. Yeah.
The quality of their video is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it's really good. The graphics are pretty good on that one, and thanks for Brosnan again for letting me use it, and Woodbridge Town as well. So as I said, Woodbridge Town have got their own YouTube channel, Woodpeckers TV. So if you just go search them on Google, you'll find it, and I've got all the other clips from the previous seasons as well. So 2-2, good. And then of course we come to last night, Long Melford against Thetford Town, and
You were there.
I was there. It was a very sunny evening, and saw some goals. So should we share the highlights?
Let's do it.
Go on!
Shit. Goals Good cross. Oh, God. I do.
That fan said next to me, that will do. 6-1, it finished.
Yeah, flying, aren't they?
They
If anyone finishes above them, they'll win the division, won't they?
I believe so, but then you still got the playoffs as well, haven't you? So at least there is something to play for, isn't there? From second to fifth, isn't there?
Yeah, and that's gonna be an exciting end of the season for us, isn't it?
Oh, I hope so. Bro, I hope for that. Wish all were good. But yeah, so let's see some stats, goal stats. I believe this is true from this morning. I believe so. You've got. I think this is.
Everybody's tied.
So everyone is tied on 4 goals. So you got Michael Campbell from Dereham Town, Jordan Foster, Jordan Foster's he's coming and he's done wonders for Newmarket already. Jack Friend, of course, played for Markstown last season.
Yeah.
My friend from Thetford, Dan Gilchrist, 4 goals. Of course, he had a hat trick last weekend against Southern Town. Mark Ray, Woodbridge, another good player there. George Watts Sturrock from Rock, down in town. And then, of course, you got Luke Young from Lakenheath. So there we have all untied at the moment on 4 goals.
Yeah, well, we'll see who gets more this week. Oh no, there's not many games this week, so it'll be Dan Gilchrist will be top, won't he? At the end of this week.
We'll find out because I still got to go through the fixtures, haven't we? So should we just go back through the fixtures again for the FA Cup again?
Yeah, let's do it.
Quickly. So as we said on the top of the show, we have got Ipswich Wanderers against Dereham Town on Friday, of course, tomorrow evening. Fakenham against AFC Rushden and Diamonds. Kirkland Pakefield against Ely City. Mildenhall versus Lakenheath. Barton Wanderers against Bedford Town, who we spoke to joint manager Ben Thompson about that. Then we've got Newmarket Town against Cambridge City. And then, of course, we've got Woodbridge Town against Galston. Who's your pick out of those games, Daryl?
What, for the best game?
Yeah, for the best game.
Well, it's got to be the Friday one, hasn't it? Or the Friday one or the Mildenhall. Yeah.
Can't have 2. Oh, God, you can have 2. I'll give you.
You can go to one on each day, can't you?
You can, yeah. Well, I won't be. I've got to work, so it won't be me. So I believe
there's some great games there. You can go to Ipswich on Friday, and then Saturday you could go to Fakenham, Kirkley, Mildenhall, wherever you want. Fantastic games.
Yeah, well, you got a few derbies there, haven't you? You got Woodbridge Town against Galston, haven't you? That's the derby.
I mean, and that game at Fakenham, that's a great game because Rushden and Diamonds, they used to be a big name. So that's a fantastic game to have at Clippers Park.
Yeah, a few years ago they were storming it, weren't they? But of course, these days they're now in step 3, or was it step 4 now? Because they got relegated with Bedford Town, didn't they? So they must be in the same league as Bedford. Come on, someone help me on the stream here. Must be. I can't remember. But I think they're in the same sort of league as Bedford Town, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I should have done one.
Someone will tell you.
Someone will tell me in the comments after we finish the show. But so we've also got 39 Premier Division games as well. On Saturday, we have got only the 4 games. Brantford Athletic against Sheringham.
Yeah, there's some teams down the bottom in these who need some points.
Well, both of those teams are needing points, especially Brantham as they're second from bottom. They do need the points. Then you've got Hitchin against Thetford Town. Can they make it 5 out of 5?
And it's a chance for Thetford to pull further clear when everybody else has got cup games.
Exactly, because Lakenheath are playing Mildenhall in the FA Cup, so...
Yeah, Dereham are in the cup, aren't they? So
Dereham and Town are in the cup, and then got Norwich United against Down Town. Of course, as we were saying earlier in the show, that Down are still unbeaten. They're doing really well for themselves.
They are. Another tough game, that, for Norwich United.
And then, of course, you've got Southern Town Rangers. Unfortunately, they are popping up the bottom of the pile. They are at home to Hadley United.
Yeah, big game. Hadley got their first win the other day, didn't they? So they'll be confident of following that up with another one.
They certainly do. So, Darren, where are you off to this weekend? Anywhere nice?
Yeah, actually, Sutton versus Wimbledon.
Oh, so no non-league for you. No.
No.
That's a strange one for you.
Sorry.
That is a strange one for you. I thought you'll go to like Dereham Town, but of course you're not going to Dereham Town on that.
I am on Tuesday night. Dereham Sheringham. You got full fixtures in midweek again.
Have we? Oh.
22nd. But you'll be at work, maybe.
I have no idea. I don't know what I'm doing. I've got a few nights coming up, so I have no idea what's going on. So
but yeah, there's midweek fixtures, and there could be FA Cup replays.
Yeah, you could get Dereham Town against the Ipswich Wanderers.
Yeah, so either way, Dereham are at home on Tuesday because they'll either play Sheringham or they'll either play Ipswich Wanderers. Yeah.
You never know. At least they're going to be at home, aren't they?
They are, which is good.
Which is good. But the next game I'll be going to is probably the Vars Cup, which we'll get to next week.
Oh, yeah.
So the Vars Cup Friday night, Thetford against Halstead Town. So that'll be another juicy game there. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, it's going to be another 400 people there. So which is what Town need.
They do. Lots of
But
money.
anyway, I really thank you very much for joining us for this evening. Guys, whoever been listening to the show, thanks for commenting. I really do appreciate it. And hopefully, wherever you're going at the weekend or during the week, let us know. If you've got any highlights or anything, post it to me. And we'll get you on the show next Thursday. Darryl, are you here next Thursday?
Next Thursday, yes, I can. Yes, I will be. Yeah.
Smashing. We might have another guest as well. Hopefully, we can bring some other people in as well. But for now,
if people want to come on, let me know. Let me know. Come on. Anyone's welcome.
Exactly. But for now, I hope you have a good evening. Enjoy the football over the weekend. And hopefully, we'll see you next Thursday. But for now, see you soon.